The 5-1 Baltimore Ravens, well rested after taking their bye week, welcome the last undefeated man standing in the Pittsburgh Steelers, who get to play their second monster matchup in a row.
Shotgun, Roethlisberger, toss it underneath. Oh, nice curl for the touchdown!
Pittsburgh showed they can win a game without it looking pretty. Ben Roethlisberger throwing for a couple scores.
Roethlisberger pulls the trigger. It is caught! Squeezes it into Johnson.
But he also threw 3 picks and finished with a 67.4 passer rating.
Step, fires, end zone, intercepted!
Their run game had to grind as well. They finished with under 4 yards a carry. James Conner, at least, finishing with 4.1 a run.
On the delay to Conner, weaving through traffic, cutting to the outside.
Pittsburgh is unbeaten, but their offense isn't dominant. 23rd overall in the NFL in yards per game.
Roethlisberger, well, that was a little risky, and it doesn't pay off.
If you were looking for a weakness with Baltimore's D, it is on the ground. 4.6 yards per carry allowed.
Miles Sanders may make them pay!
But passing on them is a different story.
Wentz hit as he throws. Intercepted.
Passer rating under 90, under 7 yards per attempt allowed.
Wentz sells the fake, and he was offline.
And they've produced those numbers by putting a ton of heat on QBs.
Wentz sacked again.
No team blitzes more, and the Ravens have sacked the QB 22 times, one of the highest totals in the NFL.
Minutes to work with here. Wentz goes down.
Big Ben is hard to sack, though. The Steelers have only allowed 8 sacks on the year, the Steelers often employing a quick pass approach to keep 7 out of harm's way.
Third down, Steelers trying to convert. Roethlisberger floats it, and he's got a first down and more.
Pittsburgh, of course, is just as likely to blitz and are the masters at serving up plates of sack-a-mole and cheese.
Play fake, Tannehill is dumped.
And unlike the Steelers, the Ravens have given up their fair share of sacks, 15 of them in their 6 games.
Jackson steps up, avoids it, avoids another, still going, finally is finished off.
Some of those sacks, of course, the product of Lamar Jackson's scrambling, which in many cases also turn into big runs.
But this time, Jackson will do it himself. A sprint for the score. Touchdown, Ravens.
Jackson isn't running quite as often as last year, but he's leading the league in yards per carry again and averaging over 45 yards a game on the ground.
Jackson looking to run, and Jackson will get the first down.
Baltimore's rush attack as a whole still leading the pack in yards per game on over 5 yards a carry.
Fake the pass, opens up a hole. J.K. Dobbins cuts into Philadelphia territory.
And now they'll be testing themselves against the second toughest team to run on.
2nd and 7, devoured in the backfield by T.J. Watt.
Pittsburgh is holding teams under 3.5 yards a carry and under 70 yards a game, so the trenches in this case will be a heavyweight battle.
Henry gets stonewalled.
Pittsburgh isn't much easier to throw on, though. Their rating allowed just over 80, completion percentage allowed under 60, helping them to the 6th fewest passing yards per game allowed.
They'll throw it. Pocket collapsing. Tannehill gets rid of it at the last moment.
Will be interesting to see how often Jackson tests them with his arm.
Working out of the pistol. Jackson, perfect timing as he hits Willie Snead.
Baltimore obviously doesn't throw a lot. They have the 2nd fewest passing yards per game, and that's because they have the fewest passing attempts in the league. But when they do throw, they're effective.
Jackson finds the open man. Touchdown.
Jackson has 10 TDs to just 2 interceptions, his rating just a tick under 100.
Jackson spins, throws, touchdown!
AFC North Division supremacy is on the line in this one. It's most people's top game of the week. These teams don't like each other, and they both look like Super Bowl contenders. Doesn't get much better. Get your predictions in, get your analysis in, and when you're looking at our predictions, just know Nick Shook right now has the strongest record of our bunch so far. MJD, though, had the best week 7, going 11-3.
2nd and goal. Give it to Snell. To the corner. Untouched. Touchdown, Steelers. Possession of the day for Baltimore. Motion man, Boykin. Jackson looks. Jackson finds the open man. Touchdown.